that era when it was like, okay, no more tagging, you're gonna be from the hood. So we were reluctant, and at the end we just gave in.
What was it like growing up on the west side when you had skateboarders and you had cholos and you had drugs and you had bums? What was that whole environment
like?
You had it all.
You had it all. We're just doing too much, so I ended up getting shot up in Inglewood.
This is really? In your early age?
It was all a game. And when the homie Scrappy got killed, it wasn't a game. The shit was really serious. Mm-hmm. And that's when more killings started happening, and then it was more normalized. He like gives me like $300, $400, and he's like, tattoo everybody. All my music sold at the swap meets. I ain't take no offense in that.
Yeah.
It's a blessing. Brown dollars pushed us. I think hard work trumps everything. So for me, hard work. Like if I didn't want to lose, then I had to work for that. I had to stay consistent. I had to write music. Mm-hmm. I had to do drawings. I had to do tattoos. No matter what. That was my passion. That's what I was going to do. That's the only thing I could do. So I was going to do it the best way that I could.
Welcome back to Reentry Network Podcast. It's your boy Yaquian.
It's your boy T.
Hey man, we got our boy Spanky Loco out here in the building, bro. Super dope. Y'all already heard some of it, man. We got a good podcast coming in today, bro.
Thank you, homie.
All the way from Seattle.
From Venice. I was in the west side earlier.
Oh, okay, and this go around.
Seattle.
Originally,
okay.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I feel it. Well, shit. I mean, we kind of got a taste of right now, and the viewers probably caught this, of what that's looking like out there. But I want to touch about, your come up and how that came about. And yeah, man. So tell us where you started off and what that looked like for you.
Born and raised in West LA.
West LA.
Baby.
Yeah.
That's interesting. West LA, huh?
See.
It's different now from when you were there, or no? Do you feel like it's still about the same?
I mean, yeah. It's different.
It's different in what way?
It's a little different.
What
I
way
don't
would you
know.
say?
It seems a little gray. It seems a little gray. I feel like this, it was a beautiful area. It seems a little gray. Like resources aren't really there. Things could get beautified a little better. People are struggling. Yeah, that's life right now.
You know what's interesting though? It's like at least for me when I go to SLA, it's kind of like, to me it seems like a cool little calm area, but we don't know what that looks like at night or in general like that.
It's tough.
It's tough?
Yeah, West LA's tough for sure.
You grew up with like a full family household, moms and pops in the picture and stuff?
Yeah.
You had siblings too?
Yeah.
What was that?
Sister, little brother. My parents, they worked all the time. They were from Mexico. They came to West LA, to Venice. My dad had more family that migrated in Venice, and then my mom had family that migrated to Venice too. So in the Venice area, they had people there, and when they got there in the mid 60s.
You guys go way back.
Yeah,
then,
that does go
60s,
back.
Okay.
They went a little east to Venice and La Cienega, and we had a little place right there, and that's kind of where my roots were. The Venice, La Cienega, Cattaraugus area, Shenandoah area. Went to Shenandoah Elementary. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then went to Hamilton High, Palms. Went to Palms. That was my area.
So just stayed all pretty much West Los, literally the that whole area.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up there? I tell people one of the things that people don't know is that you had $1 million homes in these neighborhoods, but you also had, for example, Oakwood Park, where motherfuckers, you still kick it. You hanging around. They even had, whatever. They even had Hostros back in the day. They had all this, and they had $1 million glass homes. What was it like growing up on the west side when you had skateboarders and you had cholos and you had drugs and you had bums? What was that whole environment like?
You had it all.
You had it all.
You had it all. Yeah. And then, the millionaires used to come and party. They come get dope and whatever, and you know what I'm saying? Everyone rubbed shoulders,
That's nuts.
Sí, un poco de todo. But then it was not like, it wasn't lame in the area. Like, there was a lot of murders and a lot of gang activity. And, I moved to Inglewood for a little while, lived in Inglewood. Everyone lived in Inglewood because the rent was cheap, so you'd see, like, different barrios there, but, they're not going to like that. I wouldn't like that, You see all kind of activity. And then we hang out with, and party there, and we're just doing too much. So I ended up getting shot up in Inglewood.
This is
Really?
in your early age coming up.
Yeah, in my younger days.
How old? More or
Yeah,
less?
how old you?
Mid-20s.
Just to get the timeline, mid-20s. Okay.
Yeah.
Mid-20s.
So let's take it a little bit before that. What was it like? Just even in high school, 10, 12 years old, elementary. Did you know you were gonna go the gangbanging route, or what route? When did you decide that?
It's interesting because the school, like Hamilton and Palms, and it's there's a little bit of everything. There was negros, there was raza, there was chinos, whites. There was a little bit of everything. But it's like how the city is. Everyone has their crews,
Their zones, like their own little.
You know where you're at. It's like the schools were segregated too. So then you'd have race wars. You know what I mean? Shit like that would jump off. It wasn't uncommon to, a big old fight would break out with the whole school. Or hey, we're gonna go at it with the Morenos, or hey, we're that craziness. So early on you're already programmed. Early on, you're already divided. Early on, you're already taught that conflict is within us, but it's not. It's within the system, because they're allowing us to think like that, and they're allowing us to, create those issues. So that was prevalent in those days, fighting and within our own school, and homies that you would see, the Moreno homies that hey, what's up, homie, and it's like you will see these guys. They're in your class.
Grew up with them, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one guy has an issue, a personal issue or whatever. Now it's a race war and all this other crazy stuff. So,
Hey, would you see this with like the teachers too and shit too? Like, were the teachers participating in this kind of like that segregation part?
so teachers, they didn't love you. Like,
Yeah.
if they didn't understand, it goes back to what I said earlier, and I'm telling you because of experience too. Right? I remember being in science class, and the señor, he was a fucking nerd, right? But the only ones that were there at his group were the white kids,
Oh man.
because he could talk to them, they understood him. I don't know what it was, homie. I don't know what it was, but it was prevalent. Like, he was there. The table was all the güeros. I don't want to say we were the dumb ones that didn't get it. That's not what I want to say. Oh, we were out here like figuring it out or wasting time in class, or didn't even like, porque el vato no nos pelaba. He wouldn't. That was his circle, the kids that were absorbing that. But what would it take to be like, oh, you come here, Javier. Come here. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm
Seriously,
talking
yeah.
about? I know your mom speaks only Spanish at home, and I know maybe someone at home will not be able to help you, but if I could set you up with someone here that could help you understand what we're talking about, I'd love for you to sit down at the table. Because honestly, homie, no lie, I wanted to be at that table. I wanted to be at that table.
I'm glad you say that, bro, because there's a lot of kids that are going through this now that are looking at situations like that. And I get it. The teacher probably automatically dismissed it because you're first generation. They probably met moms and they can't communicate. So they're probably like, okay, there's only so much I could do. But in reality, there's a lot you could do, But I'm glad
There's
you
more
touched
you
on
have
it.
to do.
There's
more you have to do. More. And that's just white privilege. You feel me? Oh, this is for us. We're going to do this. This is for you and me. It's not for them. It's for us. Let them fail. They want to fail. They're animals anyway.
That shit is nuts.
You feel me?
Yeah, growing up like that has to be.
So, I still remember that, homie. I still remember that.
So what would happen after that? What would you take that energy and that what would you do with that energy from
Art.
that?
Art.
Okay,
I
art
was
at an early age. Okay.
I started to deface property and lash out and do graffiti and do art and be self-expressive. But I always liked art. I loved sketching and drawing, and I love comic books. My dad would take me to this little house in Culver City. Literally, it was a house, and the house was a little comic book store. And every chance I could, I would go over there and I'd buy a bunch of comic books. But that was my passion, art. And I think that was my escape, art. And so during that time, yeah, I was riding on buses and RTDs, and
RTDs,
I was getting
huh?
in trouble. I mean, I was in the neighborhood, you know, haciendo desmadre. That was
RTDs?
my outlet. Yeah, the bus line.
That's
The
the bus.
RTDs were prior to Metro, so they
Oh,
were the
that's what they
buses
used to
before
call them?
that. They used to call them
Yeah.
RTDs.
Oh shit, I didn't
The
even know
rough,
that.
tough, and dirty.
Yeah.
The rough, tough, and dangerous.
That's what that means.
Yeah, I used to take that was the form of everything. Like, yeah, if you were a rider, you had to be on the bus.
The bus was a thing, huh?
There was no way you wasn't the Culver City line, and then I catch it at the Fox Hills Mall, because then my parents, they were always working. That was another thing that was our downfall. My parents were, afraid of not having things, right? So they always were working to provide, and that's where our divide was, where they didn't have the time, and we didn't understand that.
Were you the oldest sibling, or were
I
you?
was the oldest, yeah.
And you had how far apart were the
My
other
sister
sibling?
was 9 years younger, and then I had another
Oh,
little
man.
brother
Yeah.
9 years younger than that.
So you were literally solo. You
Yeah.
grew up as a single kid, basically.
See,
Yeah.
see.
So going through that, you get into this graffiti stuff. Did you know that would eventually take you into gangbanging and going that route?
Fuck
or
no.
or instead
Really?
of going the family provider or something like that? What how did you come to those decisions?
Shit, the tagging got me way more in trouble. Like,
That- it just
because then the
escalated?
homies were like, in the area, they were like, it came that point, that era when it was like, okay, no more tagging. You're gonna be from the hood. You're gonna be from the hood. Like, no more tagging. No more. There was this big thing about no more tagging. So we were reluctant, and at the end we just gave in, because it was all homies anyway.
You're
It was
going
all
up
people
with
from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
People that my parents knew their parents and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Oh, a boxer, Osvaldo. Yeah, my parents went out to the clubs with his parents in Venice when they lived there. And then, of course, we migrated east, and, they'd see me hanging out with them, and we'd be right there posted, and my dad didn't think nothing weird of it. I mean, he didn't like that I shaved my head. He didn't like that I was already a little blasted, but
Oh, really?
Really?
he saw it like, well, he's with, I don't know
His
what
friends,
he thought.
childhood
I don't
friends,
know what he
yeah.
thought. I really don't.
He never
really
hit you with the
don't.
like, hey, andas acá de cholo type shit?
But I think by that point he had no.
It was too late.
He had no choice. That was it. That was our life.
Correct.
That was
Yeah.
the lifestyle. Yeah, yeah.
Do you think it was too much too, where it's like he knows he wasn't home as much, where he could tell you kind of like what to do, like he knows he hasn't been there with
maybe it
for
was
you?
better for him? Like, oof, go hang out over there. I don't know. I can't.
Interesting,
Busy
yeah.
with work and this and that. Yeah, I remember he dropped me off in the hood. Hey, take me to the hood, because by then they had bought a pad up in Westchester. And hey, take me to the hood. So he'd take me and he'd give me $5. He'd always drop me off right there on Venice and Palm Avenue, and he'd give me $5. Yeah. And I'd be there all fucking day, all night.
Just hanging out all
Hanging
day.
out.
And this
Posted.
continued to like high school too?
Yeah, and it wasn't like normal stuff like we were getting shot at. Fools were rolling up on us, or we would be going down the street and socking fools up, or whatever altercations we get into. It wasn't normal stuff. It was not stuff I want my kid. Like, oh yeah, here, let me drop you out so you go be a dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the reason I bring it up too. And I ask those questions is like to give the next person hopefully watching like, hey, what are signs that maybe fucking my kid's going down that route? You know what I mean? And grab them.
And it's
Take them to
interesting
fucking
'cause
football.
these are questions like,
Yeah, 100%.
they're not commonly asked and haven't been asked this. So it's interesting to dig in the
Yeah, and
crates
so
and
this
the-
is more of like like you're in like the decisions, the upbringing, and kind of like really the mindset. And so that way other people can take bits and pieces of it and be like, fuck, you know what? I think my kids, maybe I need to put them in football or karate.
Yeah.
Instead of
Yes.
dropping them off. Because I grew up the same
Man.
way, latchkey kid. Here goes $5. You guys go to go get your food, walk over there, and next thing you know, you're kind of hanging out there a little too long. So just to kind of give these little an idea to hopefully.
Correct.
Parents,
true, though.
kids, teachers. We get all kinds of people watching this.
It's true. Now that I work with these youngsters, I really do use my experience as a reference.
Man.
Sometimes I'm like deciphering shit and I go, oh, yeah, no, of course, this makes sense.
Correct.
Because then I think of my situation, inclusivity, empowerment, all the things that you're not offered or given, it turns into a traumatizing tool that'll help you destroy yourself. You feel me?
Great way to put it, man.
Yeah.
Easy.
And unbeknownst to you, you don't even know that's what you're doing.
And you know, you want to numb the stuff. You're like upset. You're disappointed. You're distraught. So what do? You get high. Fuck it, I'm going to just get high.
So the drugs and all that became part of your
Yeah, the homies love getting high.
What was that time like? Was it just weed or was it all kinds of shit?
Weed and crack and primos and
This was what, 80s? Late 80s
90s?
or 90s? Okay.
yeah.
So that was all there.
They come down here to Hoover and buy piedra from
Just, yeah.
from enemies. Because
That's
during the day
nuts.
we'd be going at it, and then we come and buy dope in the evening.
It's
Crazy.
fucking crazy.
You know what I mean? Which was wild.
Wild. How something
Wild.
negative like that will bring a situation that, how that brings all that attention together. It brings all that energy together,
One thing I'm
Yes.
just thinking too is like, are these like young ass looking kids going to grown ass adults and buying shit from them?
I mean, the guy that showed me how to do it was an adult. He was a grown ass man.
Yeah,
The
technically.
That's
homie that
fucking
showed me
nuts.
was like, and I'm thinking, damn, this homie, he's crazy.
Or you
'Cause
feel
he
kind of
didn't
good
show
too,
me
like, man, he showed me
Yeah,
love. He's
yeah.
showing me,
Yeah, but now I think like, damn, that's wild. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Because I could be
fucking
like,
crazy.
hey, here, homie, read the Bible. Check this out. Check out this verse. I think it correlates with what you're going through right now.
Yeah.
Or hey, homie, here's $5. Go get a sandwich. Or here, let me buy you a toy, fool. Nah, this fool wanted to smoke dope. And he wanted to use my feria and my other little homie's feria, and he wanted to use our little feria too, so we could buy a little bit of dope and get high together. And that was my introduction, right there on Hom Avenue.
You remember that shit?
2600 block. Yes, I'll never forget.
So it was
those
that
were tough
impactful, huh?
times. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, smoking primos and doing all that stuff is definitely a harsh. It's harsh conditions for
Correct.
for a young mind. On the weekends you don't need to be thinking about partying that way. All right, let's go buy some dope. Because it was like a little 2-year
2-year run at that
escapade.
age? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you kept that up to what, 16, 17, 18 type?
Maybe like from like 17 to like 20, 17 to
Damn,
18
okay.
to 20, something like that. Can't even remember. I'm trying to forget.
Yeah.
Trying to forget. Can't even remember, but something like that, small stint.
Was there ever like a time where you felt like you got a little exposure or something good, and you were like, maybe I want to try this, maybe even close to the art stuff, where
Yeah.
you're like, maybe,
All
and
of it
then
was
just
good.
just go back to it.
Oh, like did I ever try to do something?
Yeah,
that-
like
During that, did anybody try to pull you in the other direction?
to help you out a
And
little
like,
bit.
hey, bro, you know how to draw? Did a teacher ever like lean over your shoulder and looked and it's like, hey, this fool got some skill?
Nah.
Or
Nothing.
I used to get in trouble for that
You were-
shit.
oh,
homie.
man.
Really.
Yeah. The teachers used to take my stuff.
the doodling on the notebook while the class is
I
going?
had straight sketches,
Yeah.
drawings, books, all of that. Yeah, I remember I scratched up this teacher's car once.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
because she took all my shit. And,
Damn.
yeah, she hated me. She's like, you ain't doing your work again? Give me that shit. Give me all that shit. I was like, all right, I'll get it after class. She's like, nah, you ain't never getting this shit. You might get it at the end of the year. So that she triggered me, and I went and scratched up her little Mercedes-Benz she had outside. It cost my FA $1,400.
Fuck. How did they even pin that on you though? Out of 1,000
Holy
kids?
shit.
Because they knew that I was sick. They knew I was sick from that.
Okay.
So they're like, oh, let's bring
It
him
had
in.
to have been.
Had to have been. I was like, nah, that wasn't me.
Was it
They're
basic
like, we got
scratch?
you on camera. I was like,
Nah.
what? I was like, damn. So yeah, by then they were like, I don't think they had me on camera. They never showed me the footage.
Yeah.
But they got me.
And you just scratched. You
yeah.
didn't write shit or nothing, did you?
Nah, I took a paper clip and just scratched the shit up.
That's not.
But
I gave her her own energy. She hated
Okay.
me, so I didn't love her either.
But this is what I'm thinking too. Is like, you feel like maybe thinking back at it now, she was really trying to help you at that point, try to get you to do your work, or you feel like maybe even her approach was still bullshit.
It was a little harsh.
Yeah.
I know life is tough, homie. Kids are tough. But if that's your job, think about the position that you're in. You're nurturing minds. You're nurturing souls. You're dealing with young, delicate, you know?
Yeah, she could have easily encouraged you with the drawing or been
Hey,
like, "Hey, look,
I love what you're doing.
Instead
it's
of-
amazing.
yeah.
I'm gonna talk to the art department to get you set up with a nice art class. Maybe we get you in there after school. I love to see what else you could do, but today we gotta finish this work.
Damn.
Well, here's a referral for the art class, and I'm gonna talk to your counselor so that we could get you probably enrolled in some after school activities or even at the local junior college to see how we can get you involved with art."
straight up."
Fuck no. They were like, fuck you. Fuck you. and
Just
your
you
art.
saying that now,
Bro,
made me
feel
I'm
warm
like, man,
too,
yeah, I wanna
dog.
do all
I
that.
swear.
Yeah, I wanna
I'm like,
do
you
art
think
class,
so? You
know?
really think
Yeah.
so, dog?
So
Nah.
fuck yeah, that proves
Fuck
that
no.
point. You know, like man,
Fuck no. Yeah, fuck no. But I'm grateful for all these horrible things. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful because when I sit in front of my kids and I sit in front of these other kids or I'm navigating through life, I'm like, we got this.
100%.
We
You've been
got
through
this.
too much to not have it. You know.
We got this. Yeah.
Did you ever, because I know this is something that's really common, I see it with the youngsters, I'm sure you had a very close person to you that may have lost their life during all this, like the activity that you have.
A few people, yeah.
What was that first experience like when you first saw someone really close to you during that whole, while you were in it deep? And how did that
We thought
impact
it was a
you?
game, homie. We thought it was a game. It was all a game. And when the homie Scrappy got killed, it wasn't a game. The shit was really, really serious. And that's when more killings started happening, and then it was more normalized. But prior to that, we were just having fun. And we could chunk them. I remember we chunk them with the Pee Wee Winos were right down the street from us, 18th Street. Pee Wee Winos were the closest clique that was to us. And sometimes we'd drive by and tip our hats, and sometimes we'd drive by and want to blast them, and vice versa. They come over and, one of the homeboys would come all knotted up and
Damn. Yeah.
like that. But when another rival gang came and smoked the homie, that was hard. That was really hard on us because the homie was really quiet. He was really strong. He had a big heart, and at the time, I think he was going through some things because he was only getting bolder and crazier. And he lived maybe 5-6 blocks from the area, 7 blocks from the area, and we'd insist they were gonna pick you up. Fool. Nah, I'm gonna go walking. Always, I'm gonna go walking. And
Yeah.
I'd be like, this guy.
14, 15 years old or something
Yeah.
like that.
Damn.
Crazy. You think life is gonna last forever at that fucking age, huh?
Yeah, when
Like
the homie got killed, that was ugly. That was ugly. Yeah.
And I'm assuming we sometimes ask that because it's a 50-50. Sometimes when stuff like that happens at that early age, that either makes the individual be like, I'm cool, I'm a do something different because if this is the outcome, or I'm gonna go 10 times
We had
harder.
homies like that.
Yeah.
We had homies that, built shit. God bless them. They were smart enough to,
Yeah, 100%.
right away. They were slick. They were smart. We're good. Scrappy's gone. Nah. We're cool. Fuck that.
Got a little too real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you said, luckily it worked because I get it wasn't for them. Obviously, if that's the route they go, and that's for the better. Because think about it now. Once the dust settles, 35 years later, whatever, they're probably with a family somewhere, living their lives, doing whatever,
Exactly.
and they avoided those outcomes. You end up going the other route, probably, right? You just kind of like
Stuck
with
with
it,
it.
and then the drugs and
Went
all
harder.
that.
Just went harder.
Harder. So
Yeah.
living that lifestyle, eventually, incarceration is a thing, right? There's no
Yeah.
way to avoid that kind of going down that path.
Yeah.
Kind of take us maybe towards the lead up to that. What was your mindset at the time, and then you getting busted and going through that whole new world of.
Of course, now
incarceration.
you hanging out all the time. Now we're hanging out all the time.
Okay.
Hanging out regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I wasn't going home, or I lived in the hood. Sometimes there was a good little period I was staying there,
Damn.
couch hopping and this
Damn.
and that, and I remember that.
So you don't get away from none of it. You're there.
Yeah. And that was tough too. And around those times, I think it was like going to Old County. Remember going to Old County a couple times, minimal stuff. And then going to Wayside a couple times. That was interesting.
What was that like? What was that like for you? That wasn't like, fuck, why am I here with a bunch of grown men? Or
I don't know. It was interesting. It was different. It was a trip. It was, I mean, yeah, it was sad. You didn't want to be in those conditions, but it was trippy. Like, you know, it was a trip. It was part of the struggle. And then, you know, that's like an accolade. Like, you don't feel like you're a loser when everyone's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel like you're out of place when all the homies are getting busted.
True.
And everyone's talking about, I ran into this fool and I saw this fool and this and that and I just got out. And like, why would it be abnormal? It's normal. It's normal to go to jail. It's normal to die off drugs. It's normal to be in front of your house and get shot and killed. It's normal. So at that point, you're like, you know,
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. It's crazy you say that because I even see it. I mean, not that it's like, but even now in schools, it's similar to the way you said, like, if everyone's doing it, it's no problem. It's as simple as like an exam. When people take an exam in class, hey, what'd you get? A D? Oh shit, I got a D. You got a D too? Yeah. Oh well, fuck. It's like that. Yeah, just like that.
Okay,
exactly.
Next time, let's get an F. Fuck it.
Yeah, like
shit like that.
We all got one.
It's the little things that just end up stacking up.
So, yeah, and then I remember trying to like stay out of trouble for a little bit, and I got with this girl, and we ended up going to. That was my first introduction to the Pacific Northwest. I knew this native girl.
Native American.
Out of she was in Eugene.
That's
Oregon.
Up north, right?
Yeah, in Oregon. Yeah, and she's like, come. I remember going with a little bag of dope, I think. And at that time, I think I stopped smoking it, but then I tried selling it. So I had a little dope on me and money, a little bit of money, she had weed out there and she lived with her husband. And I remember they were native. The husband was like, what? Like, what the fuck? Like, he couldn't believe, like, the audacity of my lifestyle. Like, what, like,
oh man,
how disgusting. You're selling these drugs to your people. Like, and I thought, like, what a square ass fool.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, I thought, what a square. And now I think he's right. He was fucking right.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking audacity coming with dope on me and, you know, and thinking that was okay. Like, that was normal, you know.
Well, at the time, though, thinking about it, like, it's kind of crazy, right? You're in the madness. It's hard to think outside that box at the time. It's fucking normal. It's what it is, you know? And it takes little situations to get you out of it. So you're doing all that. Eventually, you catch a prison sentence somewhere along.
I do, out there.
For that?
In Seattle?
Oh,
really?
In
Oregon.
In Oregon.
I end up going back and forth.
Okay.
And then I end up, when I end up going back, I end up going to a town called Ashland. And it's right as you come in. This senor had a little bit of work for me, and I was with this girl. So I was like, man, we're going to try it out there. But it was so open that I was just open for doing crime. So I can go and walk into CVS and grab whatever I want, and just bad habits. I'm like, look, there's no camera. Oh, but fuck it, let me take this and let me do it.
Because you're coming from LA, and now you're like, this okay.
Like, nobody's watching, no one's on the lookout.
Like, we got this. Like, we do worse. Like,
damn,
fuck it. So that mindset got me in trouble. There was some dudes out there that was selling a lot of yerba, and they needed just regular trees. And I go, yeah, I got a plug in LA for regular weed, no problem. So I start taking the Yesca to them, right? But then one time they're like, oh, well, it's on consignment this time. As it moves, we'll give you the fare. I was like, nah, you crazy, boy.
It's not the way things work, yeah.
So the girl that I was with, she was in my ear. We're all drinking, and she's in my ear. I can't believe that they got you and this and that. So I, like a dumbass, listening to her, I go and I take this pistol and I go rob like 6 people in the house, because by then apparently we must have needed the feria already or whatever she was in my fucking ear about. So I ended up going over there and robbing like 6 people. Got gold and feria and all kind of shit. And that's what got me in trouble for some robberies out there, yeah.
So you get away at the time and everything, and then they
Yeah, I went on the run.
You went on the run?
Yeah, went on the run. Posted bail, went on the run. And I was out for about 3 years. And I had nightmares about that. I had
3
nightmares.
years.
Yeah. I was out here, I'd get stopped. I'd be shitting bricks.
Because you knew the whole time something was pending up there in Oregon.
The robberies. Yeah, I remember one time they pull us over and nothing comes up. Me and the little homies get pulled over in West LA Palms area. And I'm just there like the most nervous one there. Right. Nervous. Y nada, they let us go. I remember one of the big homies drove by. He's just looking at us. He drove by in his truck, and he was just, like, tripping out on us. And I can't help but to think what he was thinking, like if he was proud of us. At the moment, I was thinking, like, yeah, I hope you think this is it. You know?
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's what you felt in return at that point in time. You're looking at it and you're like, that's validation.
I was like, yes, you saw this.
Yeah, like we in here, we out here, we in the thick of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it
I don't know what he thought in his mind.
Of course.
Fuck ups.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
So is it
But in my head, I was like, yeah, fool, we out here. We are.
It's the idea of the idea. It's
you're gonna get hit, not him. You know what I mean? They done lived it already.
And in my core, I'm fucking shaking in my boots. I'm like,
correct.
Yeah.
Fuck, they're about to take me to prison for these robberies. Crazy, homie. Crazy shit. Programmed.
Correct.
You know?
Thinking it's normal too to live like that.
Yeah.
To be on the same page, then I just want to understand that the idea of you getting pulled over and a cop being there is the idea that I was doing something hard enough to have a cop pull me up or pull up on me, something like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, kind of clarifying that for those viewers that don't understand.
We out here for, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to make a name out of ourselves.
Whatever.
Trying to get patches or doing whatever it is.
Whatever, yeah.
Were you already tatted up a little bit on your face at that time?
But not that much. Once I started getting into tattoo, at that time, tattooing for me was prevalent because art was prevalent. So I was tattooing homies.
Really?
So
you were the one from the hood that was tattooing everybody, huh? Okay.
Everyone. I was tattooing
names,
everyone.
anything, come through. I'm tatting you up.
And not just that, I do house calls and shit.
Okay. At that time, even you already had a little entrepreneur mindset.
Right.
That's what you would call that now. You know.
So I'd have my little kid. I remember going to La Tres in Compton, and this homie in a wheelchair that this homie from Santa Monica linked me up with. He like gives me like $300-$400, and he's like, tattoo everybody. And in the front of the pad, tenía alambres that ran all the way to the back, and you know the pads in Compton are huge, right? So all the way in the back, he had a little monitor. And he'd sit there in his wheelchair staring at the monitor. But he'd have traffic all day long.
What?
I don't know what he was doing. None of my business, but I was sitting there tattooing everybody.
You're tattooing.
And those $300-$400, that was the most fatty I ever made in a day.
Damn.
So I was all excited to tattoo 5, 10, 6, whatever the case might be.
You're still on the run at this time? When you kind of discover this idea of like, fuck, if I can get 300,
right.
let me see what I do with it.
Calm. My life was a mess. I don't know. Could have been.
Yeah, shit. I mean, shit.
Could have been, yeah. Probably.
Okay, so how was it you getting busted? How did that happen? Getting caught and all that, and then we'll kind of go into.
It was a relief, man.
A relief.
You know how when people are like, "Oh, I was relieved," but they're gonna be washed up. You know.
Yeah.
It's because you're like right there thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. You know what I mean? You're just thinking about it, stressing on it, stressing on the crime, stressing on the time, all of that.
Which you didn't even have an idea like this carries this amount of years at the time.
When I was in the county, they had just passed Measure 11 laws in the state of Oregon. So like for robberies and violent crimes, there were a minimum of like 7.5 years per charge. Yeah. So I had an idea. I had an idea, yeah.
So that I could see where that thought of like, fuck it,
Right.
I'm gonna go on the run because this is a good stretch. You know, I don't want to. How was the organ system getting processed through there and doing all that?
It was interesting. It was different. When I got there, I was like, "Where the homies at?" And they threw me in the
That's
hole.
what I'm assuming?
They
Yeah.
threw me in the hole.
Really?
Like, oh, you're a gang member? Boom, throw him in the hole.
What
right away.
What was predominantly
So I
there?
spent like 5 days in the hole.
God damn.
5
okay.
days until they could figure out what they wanted to do with me. But I remember when I got there, I was like, I'm gonna go with the homies. Take me to the homies. They were like, well, yeah, we got you. Bunch of cowboys.
No way.
Like, there ain't no homies here, fool.
Damn.
So in general, no Mexicans like that?
No, there were.
There were.
But they didn't like, they didn't want you to have no infrastructure. Like, they didn't want you to come and try and, you know,
The
especially
stilo,
you're
the
from
down
LA.
south stilo, yeah, and all that, yeah.
Where you come from? Oh, okay. We got you. They crash the pad all the time, check our shit all the time. Yeah, me, the homie Sharky from Outdoor Little Watts, a couple other good homies.
You guys
But
all
it
got
was-
busted together up there?
No, they're just guys that I met.
Oh, you met?
Yeah.
Okay, there was already some dudes
There was
up there.
already homies, yeah.
You felt like that stretch kind of got your thought process moving along a little more about maybe other things?
Yeah.
Or what was
I
your
felt
mindset
like
at
it.
that time?
Yeah, I felt like it. I didn't have nobody like my kid's mom wouldn't come see me. I didn't really want her to come see me. My F5, I didn't encourage her to come see me. Because then I'd see the homies at their visits, and they'd come back like all aguitados. Instead of coming back happy,
Yeah.
come back all sad. And I was like, nah, I can't do my time like that. Fuck that. I'm drawing. I'm kicking it. I ain't doing that. So I'd write them and I'd converse with them as much as I could, but I don't recall allowing myself to have that.
You were tattooing in there as well, or no?
Yeah, good question.
That was a charge. That was
Oh,
like
man.
escape. That was escape.
So they weren't playing. They really weren't playing out there, huh?
Nah. So if you had like a needle or you had stuff like that, or even a blade, you know, to like cut up your books or to make a frame.
Cut up
out
a
of the
summer
back of a
sausage, huh?
notepad or
Yeah.
the summer sausage, whatever. That was a charge. That was a escape charge.
Oh, man.
So you really had to be careful with that shit. You had to really, really be careful with blades and things like that. So machines, I just wanted to go home. But I knew fools that were tattooing a little bit, and I was intrigued. I wanted to get blasted. There was a homie that was a lifer there, Rick Salazar. Psh, bad motherfucker in the system. Bad for the arte.
Slanging ink
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
So in that
motherfucker.
system, they put you with everybody, lifers. There's no level 1, level 2, level 3.
I think once. No, there was lifers in there. Yeah, there were.
Okay, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Huh, that they just put everybody.
I think there were levels according to your behavior. I think like if
Okay.
you're tranquis, and they were gonna put you in, in medium yard, and you know
That makes sense.
yeah. But if you're getting in the pedos, then they were gonna transport you like OSP to the Oregon State Penitentiary. That's where more of the lifers are at that time.
Yeah.
That's how it was at the time. I don't know how it is now, but
Okay,
we're
so,
talking
so, so
2000.
you go through that whole journey and you get out, and what was the plan now that you get out? What was did you start? And I know rap ended up becoming a big part of your journey too.
Man, what a trip. When I was in there, that's when I started listening to like Conejo and
Yeah.
Nasty Boys Click and all that, because the homies in there loved it. They're like, hey,
Okay,
fool, you
I can see
you
that.
like Conejo and you like Nasty Boy Click, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? What is that? They're like, what? Are you kidding me? They're like, that's the hottest shit around. What you mean? That's your shit. That's your shit from. And I'm like, I don't know it. I listen to MC8 and South Central
Corrupt
Cartel
and
and
fucking,
Corrupt and that, you know. I don't play homie music, but all the homies in there love that shit.
They loved it.
They loved it. And then when I got out, when I got out, there was shit like what was that shit on Sundays where they only played Chicano?
Oh, Pocos Pero Locos.
Man.
Crazy, huh?
So that's when you got to hear. And I remember like, man, I'm gonna do that soon. I'm gonna do that somehow. I'm gonna do that.
So it struck a little nerve. It hit with you. It stuck with you a little
Yeah,
bit.
it stuck with me a little bit. It stuck with me. I ended up running into this rapper, and I was like, I'll buy the tracks. You get on the records. Like that's how motivated I was. Like, let me produce your next album type shit. I got a little feria because I was released from prison, and then I got this little job and kind of stacked my bread in Oregon. Then when I got old, I was like, I'm going home. This ain't me.
So you got out from Oregon State Prison, and then you stayed in Oregon for a little bit.
From OSCI, Oregon State Correctional Institution. And then I stayed a little bit, but it wasn't, I don't know. The calm life wasn't for me at the time.
Gotcha.
It was too tranquis. And the girl that I was with, that was in my ear, we had kids, more kids now. And
so that's nuts,
she was a little, it wasn't all that. So I didn't want to be out there fighting with her and under those circumstances. I just rather come home. Mm-hmm. And then that's how I developed, found the interest because I was around people that were into that. I kind of like.
So you end up going pretty far with it. You end up being one of the names in that whole scene. I don't want to say Chicano rap scene. You guys were, I would say, rap, Chicano. You know, some people have their mixed feelings about it.
Don't offend me.
No, it doesn't either. Yeah, definitely. Right, you know what I mean?
On my music sold at the swap meets. I ain't take no offense in that.
Yeah.
It's a blessing. Brown dollars pushed us.
100%.
Brown dollars, yeah.
And even a lot of the other rap that's going on right now, it's, what do they say? The market is driven by Latinos, really.
Beautiful.
For a lot of the
yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
So to put a name on it, it's kind of crazy. But you end up having a big name in it. What was the deal with that? You went kind of far with it. What was the outcome with it? And did you stop? I don't know if you stopped. I was aware of like the 310 West days, all those you want to gang bang, you want to come to the hood tonight. I was aware of all those the classics.
Yeah, we kept pushing.
You guys kept pushing.
Yeah, I kept pushing.
So you got a crew together. You guys are doing well in rap, slaying CDs, making merch. Again, entrepreneurship, getting it going.
Kind of.
Okay.
It was driven by negativity, you know.
Really?
Yeah, it's all homies, with a chip on their shoulder, and
I can see that.
We don't get along with these guys, and all those guys think they're better than us, and the money that motivated that situation was not that great. It was all,
Would you say you invested more money than you get back from it?
Well, at the time, again, it was all negativity driven. So the money that was, invested from that was not from a good place. You know, it was like, we didn't know what we were doing. We're just having fun.
Yeah.
We're just having fun with it. And the main motivator to that situation, he was like, man, you got this. You're driven. You're talented. You could do this. Here, write 10 albums.
Damn.
And I'm like, what? He said, yeah, don't write one, write 10. He's like, and check it out. Instead of writing just one, look, you got all the homies, write something for him and write something for them. And now we got a big catalog. And so the entrepreneur mindset was a collective. It wasn't all on my own. No. It was a collective. I mean, I was a workhorse, but still there was, ideas and I think work ethic that came from other members of the group. But it wasn't all positive, it was all,
a lot of negative in there, yeah. Which you're still kind of young at the time. I'm thinking under 30 at the time, right? For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's go now in 30s, more or less. Music, is that still a thing at this point in the 30s? And when did tattooing start becoming the thing? Well, here's the thing. I got busted for a little bit. When I came back out, I started realizing everybody who swap meet CDs I was able to get now have social media pages. And so I started finding everybody. And when I found you again, I started seeing more of the tattooing and the portraits and the art.
Amazing.
And then murals. I think you were doing a bunch of murals. And then... when did that kind of, I'm not saying overtake the music or your name with the music, but I felt like that became Spanky Loco tattoo. That became the thing.
Beautiful. I left it alone when I started doing the music, which I wanted to kick myself in the head over.
Yeah.
It was like I thought I needed to be hyper focused on music And so I stopped doing tattooing, but I've been tattooing before I was doing music. And it's interesting because maybe from an an outside view, you think, oh, this rapper trying to be a tattooer. But no, that's my early roots. Like,
That was your
yeah, I go to different barrios and tattoo all kind of homies. I tattoo homies and get tatted by homies, and I think authentic LA shit.
yeah.
So,
And real quick, and that just makes me think that when tattoos had stories, like real stories behind them.
well, when there was no social media, you could see people's work and you knew where they were from.
Ah,
you
that's
knew the
nuts.
homie, like you'd come, oh yeah, oh that's so and so from Lennox, or
Really?
that's homie from Santa Monica, or that's so and so from. That's it, like, and fools would know because that was word of mouth was strong. That's like how would E40 sell an album in the '80s? Like, how would E40 sell a crazy, platinum album in the streets out the trunk? Word of mouth. Word of mouth was everything. So the same in the system, word of mouth is everything. So when you see Arte, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's so-and-so from, oh yeah, who did that? Oh yeah. So, and a lot of these guys were freehand artists. They drew on your skin, which is like a lost craft almost. That's something I love doing now. I only do freehand tattoos.
Is that right? Okay.
But going back to the question, at the time I was like, I'm not doing tattooing. I ain't got no time for that. I'm gonna do music, but I want to kick myself in the head for not doing both. Sticking with the arte
smart.
and doing that different art form, but it really consumed me. I was really involved with that. We got huge distribution through EMI Latin at the time, which was a big North American distribution company. Got us in the Sam Goodies and Warehouse Music, and when I was in the malls, when
Sam Goodies, huh?
Yeah.
Warehouse Music.
if you remember that. Yeah, I remember walking in and there was like a display. In the very last days of that era, CDs and all that. And I remember seeing a big old display. I was like, damn, crazy. And I feel like that was our push to the next level. And then I want to say 2008, during the recession and all of that, I think music was not as prevalent, so therefore our group, it became smaller and smaller because I'd get booked for Japan or I'd get booked for Europe, whatever, and they didn't want to pay for everyone's trip now. And they're like, oh, we want to pay just for your trip.
You were traveling
Yeah,
like
that's
that?
what I want to say.
yeah.
Touch on what's this Japan
What
thing?
the
How does
fuck?
that
I
even
didn't-
happen? What's this?
homie. Oh yeah, Rome, Belize, Japan like a dozen times.
Based off of the
Really?
tattooing
Girl.
or the music at this point?
Music and tattooing.
And now, okay.
Yeah, Madrid, Barcelona,
You've been to all these places.
yeah, Moscow.
What was
Moscow,
that
Russia,
like? What
that
the
is insane, man.
What was that experience like? Going from where you came from, now going to a whole different culture, a whole different.
Man, I dreamt of that shit.
That's
of
right.
being able to do shit like that. My first dream was to be in New York. That was my biggest dream.
The Big Apple.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We're kids. You got
Yeah.
Yeah,
dreams.
especially the graffiti and everything.
Right.
Like,
I
man,
mean,
hell yeah, New
that's
York.
the motherland
Yeah.
of hip hop, of art, graffiti art, and yeah, I went to with my group the Latin rap conference.
Okay.
Which people familiar with that was an active event. They'd have it like yearly, or I don't remember who put that on, but it'd be relevant people there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember seeing Little One, Mr.
Okay,
Little
shout
One
out
there,
Little
I think.
One.
Shout out Mr. Little One. Yeah, a few relevant people were at these events. This was in New York, and that was our first.
Interesting, huh? Having people from our coast over there, and,
Yeah,
and
I
it
feel
being
like
a
we
thing
had
there.
to,
Yeah,
we had to, and it was a good look. It was a good, form of representation, and aspirations to do bigger things. Oh, we came here, fuck it, let's go to Europe, or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, we'd get booked to do these events and
Okay.
shows and things. Once the economy didn't allow it, then I was going by myself.
This
And then,
is
of
after
course-
2008.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then of course that started rifts, started issues and things, internal problems and things.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been other mechanics in there, other parts of But that was very prevalent, I feel like, you know. But it was in my call, you know. I had to survive. I had kids. I had to figure it out. And if you couldn't be happy for me, then we're probably never friends
To begin with.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Going out there or wherever you may have been, was there any time where it was like, what kind of stuff tripped you out? Like where you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on here?
The whole thing, everything tripped me out.
What was it that kind of tripped you out though?
The people, the food, the culture, everything.
I'm assuming you're just sitting there thinking, like,
Yeah.
I'm from LA, and
I'm a loser. I'm a straight loser. I'm a loser. I'm born to lose, and I'm here.
And I'm
God
here.
bless. And so, that's a driving, thing also. Like, nah, I'm not a loser, and if we all had an inclusive state of mind, we could all enjoy this. We could all see the country, the world.
There you go.
You know, we could all travel. We could all eat great. We could all do great things. Be cultured. You know, how many times you tell people, you want some sushi? Ugh.
Right.
Disgusting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you tried it,
or I want to
you
go
would-
out. Let's go to Vegas. I want to go out of the country. Let's go to Vegas.
Why? For what? You know? No, let's kick it here in the hood.
Yeah.
Nah, go see things. Try new things. Try new flavors. Try Mediterranean food. Right? Try a little sushi. Try some Vietnamese coffee. Try a little Italian coffee. Try some Brazilian churrasco. Try, you know what I'm saying?
That sounds nuts, bro.
Hell yeah.
I didn't even know about that.
Sao Paulo, Brazil. Did event there.
What was your favorite spot
All of
thus
that.
far? Like,
All of
you?
them.
There you go.
Hell
Japan,
yeah.
I got a lot of love for Japan. Japan always has shown love.
Is the Chicano culture out there real big? The way they portray it when they get those little 30-minute documentaries of like lowrider scene out there. Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
really what it is though?
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
I
like,
love
if
that.
If you go to like Osaka's a nice, beautiful spot, and it's like it's a like a hot spot for cruising, but it's interesting because you'll see like a fleet of lowriders pass by, and then you'll see the fleet of Hummers pass by, and then you'll see the fleet of Lambos pass by. So it's like it's car culture. No matter what it is, it's
Car
it's
culture,
popping.
yeah.
It's popping. You know?
They've also adopted like the fits too, no? Like that whole look, the
Tattoos,
bald headed
the
look,
fits,
the bald head tattoos. What are your thoughts on that? When you see that, like
It
what?
used to be a lot more prevalent. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when when the rap scene was popping, there was a lot more homies doing that. Of course, that was the scene. Now you still have it, but I feel like back then in the mid '90s or whatever, that was
It was popping. I was there.
2000, yeah, popping.
Hey, so one thing that's popping into my head is you going out and experiencing all these spots and all these new, literally a whole different world. What was that doing to you mentally as far as like what the next big thing was going to be for you? What was your next
Right, good question.
step in life with all that and solidifying your place and whatever you were? It was doing that because you're like, fuck, if I was fucking up, I wouldn't be in Japan. I wouldn't be in Russia per se,
Man.
you know?
Going back to art. So art,
man.
that's when I was like, okay, I need to be tattooing. I connected with a few tattoo artists, and they kind of got me exposed to what's what now. Mind you, I had this old ass equipment from, you know what I'm saying, from when I was in the hoop banging days with the homies, like doing these backyard boogies with the homies in Compton or whatever, you know.
That's
like
right.
I wasn't, keen to what's what. And then I link up with some cats that set me up with equipment and set me up with gear and set me up with new machines and set me up with stuff. And from there, it was like, okay, this rapper trying to be a tattoo artist. And I had to break that stigma.
You had to go through that, yeah.
Of course. Oh, look at him trying to tattoo. He ain't one of us. Again, making you feel like you're not included. Making you feel like you're not part. Like you're not part of that, right? So I think hard work trumps everything. So for me, hard work. Like if I didn't want to lose, then I had to work for that. I had to stay consistent. I had to write music. I had to do drawings. I had to do tattoos. No matter what. That was my passion. That's what I was going to do. That's the only thing I could do. So I was going to do it the best way that I could. And so because I had the music outlets now and strong following, then of course putting out a flyer and say, hey, I'm gonna be in Portland for the weekend. Who wants to get blasted?
Yeah.
That's
Boom,
hard.
I book up for the weekend.
Damn.
Off rip. You were already off
Quick.
rip.
That's
you were
fucking
getting booked.
nuts.
Quick. So I'd be like, yeah, it's a blessing. Let's go. And then from there, it was like, I'm in town. We're tattooing. Let's go hit some walls. Let's go hit some trains. So now go do that. So I take paint, and then from there, the customers will come. Oh, I have a restaurant. Can you come and hit it?
Come do it.
Hey, I have a kennel in my pad. Hey, can you come hit it? Hey, I have can you come hit my house? I've had 3-4 clients tell me, come blast my house up.
That's hard.
I love that, bro.
That-
And you know why I love it too? Drawing, tattooing, music is literally everybody that's growing out the hood or coming up in these marginalized communities. Those are things that are accessible. The majority of the kids are doing drawing. The majority of the kids are rapping. The majority of kids are, you know what I mean? So it's
that's
something
it.
like you get to see somebody that's stuck with it and is fucking doing his shit. You know, you're doing what you're
The teacher
doing.
hated me for it.
Yeah,
Right.
there you go.
Now
Perfect
imagine-
example of it.
Now imagine they had nurtured me. Imagine they had lifted me.
Crazy.
Imagine they really put me in that position. You know what I'm saying?
Would have happened a lot sooner without all the hardship, I would think.
Yeah, but I'm grateful for all the hardships.
100%. That's
I'm
what makes
grateful.
you.
Yeah, I'm grateful for it. And it's no lie. I don't need a lie. You know, there's a lot of guys who are like, oh, yeah, I killed 20 guys. Oh, yeah, I've been in prison my whole life. Oh, yeah, I lie. I don't give a fuck about that. I didn't do that much time. God bless.
God bless.
I didn't kill nobody, I don't think. God bless. Intentionally, you know?
Right.
Right? Like, you know, I don't know. I'm
You're you. You have your lane, and I
Right.
love the fact that it worked for you, bro. However way you want to see it, it worked for you. You know.
I only do authentic stuff.
There you go.
I don't try and do things that don't fit. You know, I've tried it before, like, oh, let me do the hustler shit. Let me do the grinding shit. And it's not hustler shit. Like, yeah, I hustle, but I'm not the epitome of that. I think I'm the epitome of Chicanismo and struggle and penitentiary art and Chicano art and what it means to be Chicano. You know, I grew up that way. I grew up in that struggle, and that's what I embody, and I love it, and I'm blessed. Like, I'm blessed that niche works out for me. I've done trade shows, I've done conventions, I've done all of that. It's a business now. It's a brand. It's a thing now. And then now slowly we've progressed into nonprofit work. You know, the need for supporting our people, the need for, you know, giving a little bit of love to encourage kids in the right direction, to be tattoo artists, to be musicians, to be producers, to be all of that, right? Using now the tools that we needed back then to help out this generation. You know, everyone's on their phone. You're not looking at, oh, look, the principal has 2,000 likes and 500 comments and, oh, look, the counselor got 20,000 views and, no. These are not the people we're emulating, unfortunately, right? So we got to use the tools that we have, like art, like tattooing, like hip hop music, all these things, and use them to nurture our kids, use them to lift our kids. I walk into the institution and, I mean, I'm going like this. You know, I'm not putting
the
no
guards strip
foundation
out?
on. I'm not putting no foundation.
No.
I'm not. Oh, hi, how you doing? My name is Javier Silva. I'm here to. A la verga.
Yeah.
I'm Spanky. I want to talk to the kids, to other brown kids. And I correlate with their story, I feel like. So I would like to, you know, and a lot are not receptive.
Right.
A lot are, get the fuck out of here.
You're talking to the kids or the
No,
people
the
that you have
people,
to
the
present it to?
institutions.
The institutions. Okay.
Yeah. A lot are not, you know. Nah. Sounds too empowering.
Yeah, and that's what it sounds like.
That's crazy.
And that's what I'm thinking. So you go up, so you master the music, you're doing the tattoo, you're doing it all, you mastered all this stuff. You end up moving to Seattle. And in Seattle, you experience something where
Just
it was
recently.
different from LA just recently, right?
Yeah.
And that was seeing that they didn't have no programs, they didn't have any resources. There really wasn't anything reentry wise or anything to steer any of these kids in the right direction. What was the first thing that exposed you to that, or what did you see? And we touched on it before.
Yeah.
Maybe it could have been off camera, but maybe
I had a little situation at my shop. I had a shop by the airport, and I felt like the area of the city could have came to our aid a little better. Had my shop been in Bellevue's, like a area that has
Nice
feria,
area?
yeah, out there. Had my shop been in Bellevue, they're not gonna let my shop stay vandalized and broke down, and a lot of the businesses in that area are like that. So it wasn't like, it wasn't like, oh, these are problems that's their problems. Let them figure it out.
Right.
That's what it was like. Instead of, oh, you're a community member, you're bringing business to the area, you're definitely bringing people from. There's a 1%, 2% of hotel feria that gets allocated towards the arts in Seattle. I put in on that.
Oh shit.
I bring out people fly out, they gotta stay in hotels. Well, a percentage of that feria goes towards the beautification of Seattle. I've applied for grants for beautification jobs, for boxes, for walls. Of course, when you send Mexica art, when you send what we do, they're like, nah,
it's not.
let's put some Sasquatch up. Let's put mountains and pines and things like that. You feel me?
Some Bob Ross type.
And they don't, so of course, again, we're not welcome. We're not welcome to the table. We're not allowed to be part of that. You feel me? So right away you get to seeing how the system is. You get to seeing like, okay, I'm trying it the right way, right? I'm trying to be resourceful and make things move along the right way, but it's not moving the way we'd expect, especially in this color, in this skin. It's criminalized. They don't understand it. It ain't like there's a huge lowrider scene or like there's a huge this and that. It's not that prevalent. I told you, we're the minority there.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, please, we'll help you when we help you.
You get what you get, basically.
You get what you get. So then that's where my desire for, pushing brown love and pushing the importance of inclusivity was prevalent to me. Maybe it's my trauma from not being allowed at the table to learn with the other white kids. But at the end of the day, I don't want my children to suffer. I'm not going out there and putting in on this 1% of these hotels and things and helping out the economy in the Pacific Northwest so that we can be left out. Hell no.
And I love the fact that you weren't passive about it. You're one of the rare people that actually fucking said, let me figure something out. And so now you started your own full-blown nonprofit.
I did. God is great. Locos.
That is
That's
insane.
hard.
Leading
Most
our
people
children.
would be like, it is what it is. You actually put your best foot forward.
They were like, well, we can help you if you were in. I remember coming to this location. It was like an organization that helped out organizations. But when I looked up, like, help for brown businesses, support for brown business, I need to get my shop running. Again. So I'm looking at beautification, feria, seed funding, something to come and support my business, a grant, something, right? I had already dropped like 30 racks into setting up shop, having my equipment, having this and that done, getting it set up, advertisement, this and that. Fuck that. There's got to be resources. Nada.
Nothing,
no
huh?
resources.
So this is in Seattle. Is Seattle the main city? Would that be like LA, the biggest?
Seattle, I wouldn't think is the most recognizable.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like, I don't really stay in. I'm like on the outskirts,
Yeah.
but it's for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's for a reason. It's a different viaje where I'm at. Way different viaje. And I like it. At first, I didn't understand it. now I love it. It's
Because it's completely different
otro
from...
pedo.
Yeah.
Are you in like a greenery area? Like now,
course.
That's beautiful.
Of course.
Like open space, no
Twilight.
neighbors, like
Twilight, huh?
Twilight.
That's exactly what I'm
Me
thinking.
creo
Literally.
vampiro a veces.
Yeah, shit. I mean, and you're probably tired of the cars and all that. It's about time. You hear some you see the leaves fall in the fall, you know?
I can
fresh
I
air.
can see our family in the west side. We're in the west side, and you can hear todo el desmadre, the choppers and the ramflas.
That's nuts.
And you could hear it.
Hey, and now the
I'm
homeless,
like,
how do you
shit.
feel, you
I'm
know?
like, oh, shit. Right? As to where
Yeah.
before it was like, it's part of the white noise. It don't matter. But me, I could tell when I'm here, I'm like, okay.
It's nuts. When we went to Atlanta, we took some of the youngsters with us. They're right here from the area too.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Sounds crazy.
they
Loved it.
Shout out to Kai people warm, they they brought them to the house, warm welcoming. They were like, they cooked for them and everything, but we went at night and it's loud at night, but not loud in the way that it is out here. It's loud in crickets, animals, stars,
Yeah.
loud as fuck.
Nice.
And you see it in their faces like, yo, recording the noises of the nighttime,
Amazing.
like, because they don't hear that.
And there's actually stars.
Yeah.
Oh, man, stars, yeah.
But it's
There's a sky,
crazy.
you know?
They you see one of them were like, yeah, like, dude, it's crazy. Like, you know, nobody ever talks about being able to see the sun go down. Nobody talks about being able to see stars, but like being here is like, damn, I want to
Nice.
see this.
And that's important.
Yeah.
That's culturing our people.
Right.
That's showing them that there's things outside of our area. You know? Way many more things. That's just a little glimpse of what's outside of the area. And it's all a beautiful thing. We allowed that. We should be allowed to enjoy all that.
Have
Exposing
access to all
them.
that, yeah.
I
So
think
being out there, I think like, you know, oh, you need to be an organization. That's what triggered me.
So while you're trying to get resources and
Yeah.
trying to help out the youngsters all on your own, you were getting roadblocked a lot, and somebody was telling one of the reasons is you have to be an organization in order
So when I was trying to help out my own situation, my own shop,
to... Okay, that was the first step, yeah.
that's when they're like, oh no, we have grants and we have feria, but you have to be an organization.
Yeah.
You're not an organization. So I'm like, I'll be back.
there you go.
Yeah.
I'll be
There
right
you
back.
go.
Let me go handle this real quick. And it was something that I've been, you know, been on my mind, in my heart for a long time. So I go, this is the perfect time. But it was a year of like, that's all I did. Knocking on doors and going to city council, talking to city council members and trying to talk to the mayor and going to the city planner and all of that. Trying to understand the system, understanding what our position is, where we belong, how we work, where we sit in the picture, and all of that, homie. All of that. Sitting there applying for economic development positions and trying to be part of that and stuff that I normally,
Yeah, what about probably
I don't
wasn't a
belong
thought.
there.
Man.
I don't belong there. That ain't for me. I don't belong there. Right?
Again, automatically like Xing yourself out
Of
of
course.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
But as soon as I pull up, just, acá, yeah, of course, I'm the elephant in the room, but I love
Okay, I
hearing
was
what's
gonna say
going
that.
on, homie. I love knowing, like, okay, this is what you're doing with the feria here in the area. This is why my shop is not in order. This is why you ain't got no love for us. And show me where these other, you guys are a city. You guys get funded. You guys have grants and feria that's allocated for your demographic. Where's that going? And then you go and meet these other organizations and you come and it's a big building like this. Buildings and, oh, we do a podcast here, but there's no one there. Oh, over here it's computer programming, but it's a bunch of computers, no one's in there. And then you ask them like, well, when do the kids, oh, we can't let the cholos in here. They'll ruin everything.
That sounds
And
crazy,
I'm like,
man.
what? So then you start seeing like the problems with the system. Like they're giving feria, but they're not giving it to the right people, or they're giving it to questionable people. I couldn't say.
Correct.
Yeah, I feel
I
it.
couldn't say. But the leaders could be better chosen, I think. And these are all Latino driven
Representatives out there? Really?
Latino,
Really?
for that area. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
But
interesting.
again, it's not
The
not
Latino mindset
Califas,
from-
it's not, we're not the majority. So now we got this gatekeeper mentality. Now we're oh, well, you don't look like our kind of Latino. You're not. No, we don't help that kind. We help this kind. You know what I mean? Like,
Quick question on that. Sidebar. Did you ever have like a crazy interaction with one of these council people? Them seeing you on the, like, maybe
True.
you talking on the phone and not knowing that you're blasted like that? Has there been something funny like that where they're like, or something?
Yeah.
I mean, the city planner was like, we don't got no resources for you. We don't got nothing for you. And so when I show up to be part of the economic development program, like then they're like, oh shit.
Right.
And I'm sure they were like, what?
Like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah. Of course, the application they didn't accept it. I was denied. I didn't get the position.
What was the reasoning behind it?
I don't know that.
They didn't even go that far, huh?
I don't think so. Nah. But it was things that I had to get out of my system.
Correct.
Wasn't for me, and I say it to say like, I don't want to be part of no circus. Like, I don't want to be part of that. My energy could be in actually working with the youngsters and actually making a change and actually not deciphering what you're doing behind closed doors and what you're really up to and who you're actually helping.
Correct.
Helping yourself, really.
And you touched on it. And so you're actually doing that now. You said you have upwards of 150 kids that you're working with under locals, or they're part of
Yeah,
locals?
That's good.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Fucking
That's a lot of
great.
kids. That's a lot of youth that you're
Hell
touching,
yeah.
man. That's like you're actually, that's impactful, bro. That's huge, man.
Weekly. Yeah.
Weekly.
So
Weekly,
what
I'm
kind of
working with
activities are
others.
happening like with
We're doing
them?
creative writing. We're doing photography. We're doing tattooing.
Yes.
Damn,
Tattooing, homie.
that's
We're
hard.
painting. We're doing graffiti art. They built some walls for me so I could have the kids tag them all up. I mean, we do whatever I want. They give me the llaves and they're like, here.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
believe in
fucking
what you do.
smooth.
We believe in what you do. We believe in your legacy and what you've done, the acting, all of that. The traveling, the music, the arte.
You've done some acting too?
God is great. I really did.
Really?
right.
Where?
I really did.
What?
Which
What-
one's,
yeah, what were you in?
It's out of curiosity,
NBC Good Girls was a good one.
but okay.
Little cameo real quick one.
You
Couple
feel like because you're
videos and
blasted, you
things.
get more stuff now? Now that you got the full?
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
I don't know if you had even, I don't know if it was anything in the face back in
No.
those 2006, 5.
Right. No.
7.
As I got more into the tattooing,
That goes
I
hand
got
in
more.
hand.
A gang of more artists wanted to tattoo me, and I'm more around that crowd. So of
That's
course
right.
I wanted to get blasted.
Of course.
I stopped getting tattooed and started collecting. So started collecting arte. So
Okay.
I collect in Barcelona, collect in Germany,
Smooth.
collect in Texas.
You
collect,
put something
That's
on and that's what I'm
hard.
taking
yeah,
with me?
from
Okay.
legendary artists.
That's
rest
hard.
in peace, Boog. Rest in peace, Boog De Niro.
Okay.
A gang of different.
That's better than a little shot glass that you bring back from Japan. No,
Straight
this
up,
like
yeah.
you got ink
Yeah.
that show. That
And
shows
then
and
again,
sticks
from
with you.
legendary artists, though, I'm sure I don't know the names like that, but I'm sure if you're in the trade, in the industry, you probably these
Guys
are big
that I
dogs.
looked
Yeah,
up to,
yeah.
Guys that I see their art when I was out there taking my equipment in these backyard missions, and I'd have photocopies of their stuff and stuff that I emulated.
That's fucking hard.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And I'm right there getting blasted with them and blasting with them, and I'm like a fan, like, oh shit,
Right.
Yeah.
And it's been exciting to pave my own way.
Correct.
Be my own way. I don't be with no clique artists or no groups or no this or that.
You're doing you.
Inclusivity, homie. I never been allowed into the group, homie. So I make my own group. Art shows, never been invited. I threw my own.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? Events, car show, whatever. I do my own. We're not invited. We make our own. And these days
love
I've
it,
been
man.
working on arte. So now I do paintings and do like higher end stuff. I had art pieces shown in Washington. I got a collection that I put into, or that I had put into a museum in
Nice.
the area of Bainbridge Island. Nice little spot across the water from Seattle. Beautiful.
Have the
place.
kids gotten a chance to go over there and check that stuff out and see that the person that they're under, that's
My youngsters?
yeah.
I actually, I went and took some of the arte there before I took
Okay.
it to the museum.
Gotcha.
So I brought the arte there, finished up the last little pieces there. They have nice big open areas, so I was able to like glaze some of them, throw resin on them there. And the director's super good to me. He's the one that gives me the keys, and he's like,
Okay.
by all means. But then again, I'm also receptive, and I do, I get a little stipend to help my kids, and then I come and do volunteer hours, and then I volunteer to do art there, and have donated $30,000 in artwork to the foundation. So it's a blessing, I it's a give and take relationship. You know what I mean? Like,
have you held like any art shows for the kids where the community people can come through and probably even buy their paintings or buy anything like that? Have you done anything like that to that extent?
I feel like I've had the passion to organize situations like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I think like partnering with the right people has been extremely important to me, because not only do I want to showcase like the art, I would like to do like a legislative tour of the art. So like the kids painting on shoes or drawing on shoes and saying, walk a day in the life in my shoes. And then they draw on the shoes and draw what their body looks like, or what their area could potentially look like. And then you do a legislative tour with the shoes and put them up for display, so we can go out and talk about some of the issues that are hindering us as a community. So that's been my idea. Like when I do it, I like to try and do it as best as I can.
That's high level, bro. That's high level thinking right there too, bro.
And I've gotten, it ain't been all fallas. In this game, you got to be prepared to have doors close on you and all of that, and so I feel like the more doors you knock on, the better response you're going to get. And I've got some good partners out there. I got, people that believe in our mission, and that's been exciting,
That's fucking smooth,
I love it,
man.
Yeah, it sounds like those kids are receptive,
I
too,
know.
man.
They love it.
They love it.
They love it. They just graduated my it's 2 cycles. It's 2 cycles, and they've been they graduate. They give them school credits, so then they graduate them. They have to stay at the institution up to 6 months, 5.5 months, and then there's 2 cycles. So they just had a graduation, and I got to see 156 of my kids graduate with their credits, and it was a 5-month mission. Each month I go in there and I breathe positivity into them. They want to quit and they want to hang it up. They want to all of that. And I'm like, man, you could do it. You already did it this far. You got this. You got this. We got this. And I come with prints, and I'm giving out prints, and I'm giving out arte, and I'm like candy, $125 prints. You know what I'm saying?
Each one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
God
fucking
damn.
crazy.
Yeah, that's we keep the value of the economy high. You give it away, then it has no value. Give it away and it has no value. Chicano? Oh yeah, I'll pay $20 for that. Nah, $1,000 minimum to get tattooed. I won't touch the machine if it ain't for $1,000 and up.
Damn,
Expensive. With all due respect.
Yeah.
With all due respect, call me what you want. I say it's bringing value to this thing of ours, Oh yeah, you do tattoos? You just got out? Yeah, I got $20 for you. Que te vaya bien.
Yeah.
Pay that homie.
I'm good.
Pay that homie $120 an hour. Pay him $250 an hour, because he did the time for that. He sat there and mastered his craft and suffered to give you this beautiful tattoo today. How about you break this fool off? At least $500 for that butterfly. I'm just saying.
That's right, for that butterfly.
I'm just saying.
Take that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be an asshole.
No,
I'm
I
just
agree.
saying
I think that's the
it's
reality
reality.
of it, bro. Everybody, that's tattooing for you, and the world in general. If you don't add value to your stuff, then I don't expect the next person. They're gonna
Let me
undervalue
put
you.
it this way. You can go out into a gentrified area and pay $15 for a grilled cheese sandwich, $8 for a coffee. What's that say? What
High
does that
value.
say?
That's high value. That's like
What does that say?
best of what you get.
Yeah.
But we set up shop and try and do that.
It's too expensive, huh?
It's too expensive. Nah, it's overpriced. Come on. Let's think clearly here. Let's really think clearly here. These are the chains that we're fucking tied to, homies. This is the kind of shit that doesn't let us progress. I'm driving down Lincoln, and there's a bunch of beautiful little businesses, all white-owned. Where's the Chicano businesses at? Well, we're selling a lonche for $15. You know? Well, we're selling a café de olla for $7.50. It's not happening because we devalue what we do. It's not worth it.
Ooh, that's deep. Yeah.
It's not worth it. Go to the hood and get that for $2. No. No way. This is a recipe of generations. This is something that's authentic. You know what I'm saying? Handmade. How can you put a value on that? You don't like it? Then go where you need to go.
Go to Ralph's.
With all due respect.
Yeah.
I'm not making you come here. You come here because you want, because you believe in the dream, because you understand my situation and you know that I'm trying to make it here. And I'm creating generational wealth for my family. Not that I'm trying to hit you over the head for, you know what I'm saying? It took an investment to be here.
Correct.
It took an investment to be here. It took a lifetime to be here. So if Joe Smith can set up shop and do a sourdough sandwich for $15.99 and a Americano for $8, then what's wrong with us? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's wrong with us as people that we don't have confidence in what we're doing? We don't have that ideal of, let's, it's handmade. It's handmade. We put our heart into this, right? It ain't thievery.
Everything.
It ain't thievery. It ain't thievery because you have the option. You have the option. Mm-hmm. You can go somewhere else. You can go stay home and make a sandwich. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my idea. That's my idea. And sometimes I understand, like, oh, Spanky, I don't have 1,000. Well, I got some artwork for you. I got artwork for you. Here. Or you catch me on a good day. Hey, I got a limited time. What do you have? I got 700. Come here. Let's go. God bless you. Let's make this happen quick. Right?
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, I saw the painting. How much is it? 10,500 for the original. But I have prints. If you like a print. Oh, I would love the original. I don't think I could do the original, but I'll order a print. How much is a print? Canvas gallery wrap print, 300. Easy. 18 by 24. I'll send it to you in a couple weeks. Let's go.
Fuck, I feel like I just bought that shit right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, there's options.
Yeah.
We make options. So that's, but it's years of experience, of years of being down, years of this and that. And that don't sum up. We talked about don't sum up my life. I'm not like this pintero crazy guy. I've that's those are highlights of my life.
Correct. And that's why we wanted to touch on them, because not everybody goes to prison. Not everybody has to go to prison. Not everybody has to do stretches. We tend to have that because that's who we work with. Mm-hmm. But we always want anybody that can relate to the population that we're serving. And my mission is to get anybody watching to take bits and pieces of everybody's testimony and put it into their story. Right. And use whatever they want to use from it, because you're going to have to build your own pathway after this. Correct. So if what you said, maybe the music piece hit with them, or maybe the getting out of the, going to Japan after art and doing something like that, if that's what sticks with them, then hopefully they start building their own lane,
Hell yeah,
and I think it's super important. But shit, with that being said, if you got anything you want to shout out, anything you want to promote, anything you got going on right now in the future that you want to get out there, throw it out there. Let us know.
Shit, it's been a year of, doing community work and really deciphering what that means and how that looks and what our position is in it. And I feel like peace of mind for me is extremely important. Like being able to sit back and work and kick ass and all these things, but also enjoy life and enjoy the beauty of, what life has to offer. That's important also. Peace of mind is super important to recharge and come back and do the work again. And because I was so involved with why, and the answers of why are we underserved? Why are we treated this way? Why? It's I think it was a driving force to push hard with the nonprofit and saying, okay, well, we got this. We're gonna work with our kids and we're gonna show them that culturally they're important. And I come in with coloring books with my chica designs on them.
Printed ones, like from the store
Yes.
type. That's dope. I've never seen
That's
one,
hard.
to tell you that much. You know what I mean?
So I've put together coloring books. I mean, no, I've gone above and beyond.
Okay.
To creating mission and vision statements, to create programming. I mean, I've had my team working on workshop curriculums, on pillars. We do healing circles. We talk about cultura. We talk about, graffiti art. We got the tools to talk about those things and more sit there and work on these things. So I think being involved in that and really deciphering that and finding our place in that was prevalent this last year. And then going through that issue with our shop and coming to the terms of losing that situation and creating new things. One thing, you lose one thing, but other things flourish. God is great. God is great, But now I think coming back to what our normal rutina is, which is doing music and all of that, it's now with a new focus, which is also putting a portion of that time and energy and funding into locals and saying, okay, we got days that we work with kids. We got days that we go and dedicate our time to the kids. We got other things that we also focus on, not just chasing the whys. Oh, why this, why that? Nah. Let's
You're
do the
doing
work.
now, which
Yeah.
is crazy, man.
Right.
Yeah, let's do the work. Let's go in there and make it happen. Let's go in there and, tell our story without having to be gang banging and acting like just, what worked for us and what I think would work for any kid that's in despair. A little love, a little positive attention, a little nurturing, a little food for the soul. So, having that investment into the kids and having the investment into locals, I think now it's, all right, let's get back to the music thing. We do music regularly. God bless the homie Gotos. We've been
Shout
out to Gotos, bro,
was
making
part of
it
the
happen,
reason for
too.
making this happen.
It's
Yeah,
been a great
shout out to
connection. He's
Gotos.
been a solid homie, and this is what he's doing now is something he's been trying to manifest for 8 years, 9 years, probably longer. I remember 8-9 years ago he reached out to me. Hey, somebody gave me a holler. Hey, this norteño wants to holler at you. This dude from the Bay wants to holler at you, and I was like, ¿Qué quedará?
Good question. Yeah.
Well, what's up, homie? Like, oh, hey, I love what you're doing. I think it's dope. I'm a fan. I love what you're doing. Keep it pushing. Let's make a song soon. Let's connect soon. I'm like, I don't know, homie. I'm not really, I don't feel like the pioneer of that. It sounds innovative. It sounds amazing. But I don't know if I'm the man for the job. You know what I mean? But we're here, and much respect. I appreciate the call. Thank you, homie. That was a conversation back then. Now it's like, yeah, homie, yeah, do this. Let's do this. You got this. Let's make it happen. You're everything you manifested and try to manifest, you're making it happen. And God bless you. Keep it pushing, and let's keep it pushing. And so it's been a lot smoother, the communication, and a lot more positive and a lot more, although it's always been positive, but I think realistically thinking, like, like we're creating I think a positive state of mind where we could see our people, functioning and doing great things together.
That's dope.
I don't know what that looks
it. I
like,
can see it,
but
yeah.
I think right now, I think it's in in its infancy stages, and it's revolutionary, and it's amazing. Ain't nothing wrong with brown love, and we could work with Crips, and we could do songs with Bloods, and we could do songs with, you know,
Who knows
with all
what could go
different
from
kind
there?
of
Yeah.
homies, Latin Kings, and I mean, I go to the East Coast and chop it up with the homies, tap in with the homies. I go here and there and tap in with the homies, and I think it's a blessing to tap in with our people,
100%,
you know,
yeah.
like inclusivity again. Oh no, I don't want to fuck with you. Like, I don't know.
No, I know what you mean, and I think social media has done a good job at breaking down a lot of those barriers, bro. And at this point, I think it's in a good space, you know, where we're gonna start seeing a lot of collabs, a lot of that stuff happening, you know.
Yeah,
I don't see it not at
Right.
this point, you know. It's
Right.
just moving forward.
it's moving forward.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing. Yeah.
Shout out
So
to
shout out
Gotos
to-
for that,
shout out
man.
to-
Yeah,
homie.
shout out to Go Toes.
Can't wait to see what you guys got going on. I know you're dropping that new song too. You already dropped it too.
Yeah, we worked on a project. We worked on a project together. Hopefully, we got some more things in the works. You know, we got distribution and things set up with the homies. So we're counting that.
So
You
you're
know,
looking at we can expect some new music that's
Yes,
dropping.
definitely. Yeah,
Damn,
Okay.
smooth, man. He's back to it. He's back
Yeah,
to it
shit,
for
okay.
sure.
Definitely.
Well, shit, you know, the
Scope
party's
that out.
starting outside already, bro. Without us, gotta make sure you get a plate real quick. But yo, shout out to Go Toast for letting this happen, man.
Yeah.
Yo, follow where can they follow you at, Spanky?
At OG Spanky Loco,
There you go. On Instagram, y'all check out his work too. Super dope,
Locals
man.
Nonprofit,
There you go. Locals Nonprofit too. Yo, follow
Website
that.
too
Give us
and
some
everything?
love.
localsnonprofit.org.
There you go.
Wanna
Yep.
support the cause, you know.
Perfect, man.
All the support goes a long way. If you're in the Pacific Northwest and wanna roll your sleeves up and come and do that good work, put your good foot
Yeah.
forward, then we're out there. We're everywhere.
That's
we're
what's up, bro.
trying to make an impact everywhere. In
Hell
all
yeah.
the world is a ghetto. The world is a ghetto, so we're just trying to make a small impact for our demographic and
Hell
beyond.
yeah.
And
Hell
beyond.
yeah.
100%.
God
This
bless.
that's the foundation of it, you know.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Yo, make
Shit.
sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, man. We appreciate you. Thank you, Spanky, for being here,
Thank you,
bro.
homies.
all that good stuff. Appreciate
yeah.
you. Reentry Network Podcast. We out,
Hey.
baby.
We
Let's
out.
get it.